take you, Meghan,
I, Harry, take you, Meghan,
to be my wife.
Canadians turn to Google to answer burning questions surrounding the royal wedding, revealing everything you typed in or said, "Okay, Google." Here is Google Canada Trends expert Nicole Bell joining us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, we're leading up to the wedding. Everyone want to know, of course, first of all, what the wedding date was. That was one of the most searched
Yes,
things,
people
right?
wanted to know the logistics. They wanted to know what time does it start, where can I watch it, you know, where is it happening. They wanted to get all the kind of the details to make sure they didn't miss a minute.
And then specifically about Harry and Meghan, what were people searching prior to the wedding?
Prior to the wedding, we saw a lot of kind of, again, like those kind of foundational questions. How old is Harry? How old is Meghan? But a big question around Meghan is she Canadian? We saw a lot of that.
Right?
How did they meet?
Confusion.
Yeah.
Their first public appearance was in Toronto for the Invictus Games, right? And of course, she shot here suits in Toronto, so people kind of felt like she was an adopted Canadian.
I think we wanted to claim her a little.
We did.
So, you know, lots of searches around that. Also, we saw searches for, is Meghan Markle pregnant? So,
come on.
You know.
Is Meghan Prego, yeah.
I wonder whether that was confusion with Kate Middleton or whether she wore a loose top one day. Hard to tell.
That's it. Loose top, everyone's pregnant.
That's it, right? All right, so the wedding happened, of course. Now, you were there. It's extravagant. Over the top. It's amazing.
And everyone wants to know every little detail about it, right? So, and it started with, come on, that tiara, the veil.
Huge amounts of searches, you know, everything around kind of the Meghan Markle's outfit centered around the veil and the tiara, that very dramatic veil that we saw on the steps leading into the church, you know, that is adorned with flowers from all of the countries in the Commonwealth. And then the Queen Mary Bandeau tiara, not one that's been seen in public very recently, so people wanted to go in and search to get close-up pictures of it. I want to see it.
Yeah.
But we even saw, you know, people go to Google to get their questions answered, and we saw people searching for the term filigree, which a lot of reporters were using to describe the ornamental metalwork in the tiara.
That's what it is. Yeah, well, I had no clue when you mentioned that earlier. I was like, can't even say the word or spell it. So.
Filigree. Okay, it had a lot of filigree. Yeah, absolutely.
People were searching some of the celebs that were there at the wedding.
Yes, lots of searches for the celebs, and a lot of people searching for best dressed. So who was the best dressed at the wedding? But the celebs that were most searched, we saw a huge amount of interest from Canadians for Priyanka Chopra, Oprah, our own Jessica Mulroney from Canada, and we also saw for some of the Suits stars, and a huge amount of interest in who were the other celebrities that attended the royal wedding, more so than the royal family members.
Amal Clooney, though? Did she make it in there? Because she was my
Clooney
favorite, by the way.
Do you think she was best dressed?
Best
dressed, in my opinion.
Yeah?
The yellow, the hat, everything,
Priyanka looked fantastic as well. Who's the cellist? People were searching that.
Yes, so referred to on social media as Cello Bay. Sheku Kenny Miller, Mason, was a kind of a 19-year-old who had won a few music contests in the UK, but was certainly not a household name. Meghan Markle saw him perform and personally asked him to perform at the royal wedding, and people were blown away by his performance, and I think mostly blown away by the fact that he's this 19-year-old, unbelievable talent.
So what really stood out for me, and a lot of people Googled as well, was the pastor. Who was that pastor?
Yes.
Some of his words really stuck with a lot of people. And so who was he? That was a big Google trend.
This was Bishop Michael Curry, who is the head of the Episcopal Church in the United States. And he gave an incredible, beautiful sermon that referenced Dr. Martin Luther King and the redemptive power of love. And people went in not only just to kind of figure out who he was and get more details on him, but to rewatch the sermon because it was so powerful.
Amazing.
What was your favorite part of the wedding?
Oh, that's so hard to say. I think it was the carriage ride at the end. I think that was, you know, that the long walk, the beautiful carriage ride, it just felt like a fairy tale.
That's it. Nicole Bell, thank you so much. Okay, Google all the trends from the royal wedding. You can get more info at breakfasttelevision.ca.